What's going on, everybody? This is Jay Wilson, JWill07 Instagram, Twitter, Jay Wilson on Facebook, northfinusa.com. Today's video, it's another sub up of the week. We're gonna get a fish room tour, understand who this person is and why they tick and why they have pink hair. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you, nah, just kidding. We've got to say the three magic words according to her. Mishka, Mushka, Mickey Mouse.
Hey Jay, thanks for inviting me onto your channel.
All right, folks, so let's start with question number one. Ray, why pink hair? Now, before you answer that, I had red hair myself at one point, a mohawk. I'll show you a picture if you stay till the end. But Ray, why the pink hair?
You know, it's kind of funny because pink is actually one of my least favorite colors, but for whatever reason, no matter what color I dye my hair, it always comes out pink. So I've dyed my hair purple, blue, various shades of silver gray. I've had it white, yellow, red, orange, and it just seems like after it all fades out and everything's said and done with, somehow my hair is freaking pink again. It's like magic. I just can't escape it, so I figure, why fight it? I'm just gonna go ahead and just roll with the punches and just keep the pink hair. And at this point, it's almost become like my thing. So it's probably just here to stay.
Really? All right. Why did you start YouTube? Everybody's got their own story. Everybody's got their own inspirational message. But what makes Ray do YouTube videos, and why did you start?
About 2 years ago, I was an aquatic specialist, and also at the same time I was getting back into fish after taking a pretty long hiatus. And it just so happens that I found Corey from Aquarium Co-op's live streams, and I just instantly became not like obsessed, but it was one of the things that I looked forward the most. Like when I would come home from a long shift, I would just throw on one of the live streams if I couldn't be there to participate, and I would watch them. And from Corey's live streams, I ended up finding Bob from Steam Fun Aquatics live streams. And so then I started just participating in live streams and just kind of being an active community member. And then it turns out that my blue rams actually laid eggs. And one of the live streams I just happened to mention that I had eggs and that I was raising up these ram fry, and a lot of people seemed interested in it. So I decided to actually film it, edit it, upload it, and during the whole course of that kind of endeavor, I fell in love with the process. So that's kind of what got me into YouTube and kind of what keeps me going in YouTube as well.
Okay. Yeah, Corey McElroy is a cool dude with Aquarium Co-op. I'll give you that one. And I'm glad that you're a part of the fish fam and fish keeping hobby. It's really cool to have somebody like you in it because it's a diverse group of people, and well, you have pink hair and that makes you really diverse. What's your favorite fish, Ray?
Oh my gosh. New me would probably say bettas, but that's just because in the course of these last like 6 months, I've gone 0 to 60 with bettas. I went from having no bettas to now having about 20-ish. And that's mostly because I find the genetics behind betta breeding to be just absolutely fascinating. And I haven't bred bettas in a very long time, and I can't wait to kind of apply what I knew back then to some of the new information that I've gathered since then, and kind of maybe creating my own line. We'll see how that goes. But I would have to say though that my all-time favorite fish would definitely be a dwarf cichlid, and it would probably be the blue ram. They're classic, they're iconic, and it seems like no matter where I go or what I do, or what kind of tanks that I have at that current point in time, I almost always have at least one blue ram. So I built my entire channel on blue rams, and I will probably breed them in the future. So while I love the betta a lot, and bettas have been a thing since I was a little girl, I would have to say all-time favorite is definitely the blue ram.
All right, folks, you got to know Ray a little bit, what makes her tick, why the pink hair, her favorite fish, but now it's time for a fish room tour. The juiciness. Sub to Ray, everything will be down in the description. You know the drill. Thank you so much for watching. Well, not yet. Watch Ray and her awesome fish room tour. Ray, take it away.
Let's do it. I can't show you everything because there are quite a few super secret projects that I haven't even released on my own channel yet, but I can show you what I'm working with right now, and maybe if you guys go somewhere up over here in this general area and sub me up, you will see those future projects. So until then, let me show you what I'm working with now, and if you sub me, you can see some of my super secret stuff in the future. Alright, so I just turned my lights off and everything because sometimes the glare can make this tank look cloudy. And by the way, do you like my seat? Real professional, huh? So this is my 40-gallon right here. I have 2 pieces of spider wood on either side, as well as Sirius stone and dragon stone that's kind of scattered throughout there. I do have a piece of the amethyst quartz over there on that side. And for the most part, this tank typically houses my black Moscows, as well as some of my blue rams. So my blue rams are probably in the back. Yep, there they are. There's one of them. Oh, look who came out to say hello. This is my blue-eyed long fin bristlenose pleco, also one of my favorite fish. Let me see if I can get it close up for you guys. She doesn't really like to be on camera, I swear. She knows exactly when I'm filming her, because like, look at her. She's doing the old Irish goodbye right now and just kind of slipping out of the frame. So we won't bother her anymore. So this tank is super simple. It's running on an Eheim canister filter and plants. I mean, there's not much to it. I've got some Bocaphalandra over here in the middle, some Anubias. I've got some pink flamingo crypts right next to my quartz cluster, which I'm actually hoping grows in and kind of like covers this quartz. The title for this tank will probably be like Hidden Gem or something cheesy like that, so what can I say? I'm a huge cheese ball. More crypts. We've got some Renekii kind of in the back trying to give it some color. Mostly Anubias Nana Petite on this side. And I also have a Crinum Calamastranum kind of in the back over there, which I don't know if you guys can see because of the glare. And that is really it for this tank right now. It's still growing in, still pretty new, so this tank will definitely kind of evolve over the next couple months, and I will probably turn it into maybe a betta sorority or something, in addition to taking the rams out, giving them their own space, and maybe even swapping out some of the guppies. So if you guys sub up to my channel, you'll be able to see the evolution of this tank. Alright, and of course we get to the saltwater reef tank. Now this one is just a Nuvo Fusion 20, and I like to keep this tank pretty simple. So the only thing that keeps it running is an ATO as well as a protein skimmer. I don't run any type of like reactors, carbon, or GFO or anything in this tank just because I don't like to overcomplicate it. I like to keep it nice and simple, and the only corals that I really have in this tank are essentially LPS, so they don't really require too much or anything crazy. And that'll do it for the reef tank, so now we'll go check on the last freshwater tank that I have to show you guys. Alright, and this will be the last stop on our tour today. This is my 5-gallon fluval spec, which actually sits on my kitchen bar, and I love this tank because I can see it from pretty much every angle in my house. And this tank started off as just being a shrimp only tank, but it then became like a shrimp and a snail tank, and now it's actually a shrimp, snail, and a guppy fry tank. So I accidentally somehow managed to find some guppy fry in my canister filter, despite having one of those sponges that actually was supposed to cover up the intake. These little guppy babies still found their way into the canister filter and probably sat in that filter for about a week until I actually discovered them. So those poor little things are kind of in here so they can recover until they get big enough to where I can put them into another tank, or maybe even back into the 40-gallon. And as far as plants go, I mean, this tank's kind of like a catch-all. It's actually pretty haphazard looking, but I actually love that. I love it when things don't look like picturesque, like they were put there with a purpose. I like the more natural kind of thrown together kind of looking tanks, and as you can see, that's kind of exactly what this turned into. So even my crypts are kind of just thrown in there, which they'll be okay, they'll be fine. And yeah, I think that'll do it for our tank tour, you guys. So I just wanted to tell Jay one more time, thanks for inviting me onto his channel, and I look forward to hopefully seeing some of you guys around YouTube. Take care, bye!
Folks, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the content. I hope you enjoyed the direction that this channel seems to be going in, about promoting other channels, having a good time with it, regardless if you have 500 million subscribers or you have 5. Everybody in the fish family needs to be talked about. So if you'd like to be featured together and you want to do something, please contact me at askawayWithJay@gmail.com, or you can private message me on Facebook or comment here. It doesn't matter. But if you stayed to the end, I appreciate it. I appreciate you. And after this holla, you're going to see a picture of me that is rather weird. You know what's next. Holla!